everyone. We're continuing the halachot of Erev Pesach that falls out on Shabbat. So that Shabbat morning of Erev Pesach, we're actually going to have an early minyan that Shabbat morning because we're not allowed to eat chametz after 10:35 a.m. and we have to have our Shabbat meal with bread that morning. So also spoke to the other shuls. Everyone's doing it that week, and it's not going to be done for the next 20 years. So we're likely going to have a 7 a.m. Shabbat morning minyan, Shabbat morning Erev Pesach. It's going to be no frills minyan, no speech, no Mishe Berachs, no, unless it's someone's exact nachala, like no Mishe Berachs. We're going to just go through it quick. 7 a.m., maybe till about 9:30, and then give everyone time to head home, start the meal, and finish eating the bread of the meal. You should have a kasher lepesach, a meal, except for the bread, and then eat the bread until 10:35, and then you can continue your meal. Or some people might have a breakfast. I don't know. Kol Torah starting 6:45. Kol Torah starting 6:45, PT starting 7. So I don't know. We'll see. We have to make that the decision. I'm going to put it in the bulletin this week, so we'll discuss and decide. But yeah, it's going to be an early one for that reason. Now, and then if you have leftovers of bread, you should put it into small pieces and flush it down the toilet, or dispose of them by putting bleach over them and then putting it in a public garbage bin that you're allowed and have permission to use. Because again, this is getting rid of your last bits of chametz, so you have to get rid of them in a way where it's allowed for you to get rid of. And if you just put it in your regular garbage bin, you still own that. And then after finishing that seudah on Shabbat morning, so before 11:57 that day, before Chatzot, you need to be mevatel the chametz by saying the kal chamira before 11:57 that morning. Now, when it comes to Seudah Shelishit of that Shabbat, how do we do it? Because that's it, after 10:35 a.m., you can't eat any more chametz. But you're not allowed to eat matzah, because you can't eat matzah on Erev Pesach. So you have to have the taste of matzah ready for you for the seder, not the day before. It's asur. So what do you do? The Shulchan Aruch writes to have Seudah Shelishit with egg matzah. So that way you could fulfill in a certain way. It's not hamotzi, it's mezonot, but to have egg matzah. But the Ramah, the Ashkenazim, and it seems like the Moroccan minhag was like this as well, was to not have egg matzah, but to have fruits or fish or seudah shelishit without any hamotzi or without any mezonot as well. Cake or cookies made out of matzah meal is asur also on Erev Pesach. Because again, you're not supposed to have any matzah, and even though it's not matzah, but it's matzah meal, it's still in there, and one can't have it. The seudah shelishit needs to take place after chatzot, and it be completed by the 9th hour of the day, which is 4:37. Don't worry, I'm going to put all the times and everything in the bulletin. And in order to eat the matzah that night with an appetizer, you can't have a meal so close to sunset. Ideally, mincha should be done before that meal. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off. We'll probably just have mincha and arvit toward the evening. Last quick 2 points is also preparing. You're not supposed to prepare on Shabbat for Yom Tov. So you have to prepare your setting the table of the Seder only after 8:10, which is Motzei Shabbat, but it's the start for the Seder. We'll be back by shul, give or take a little bit after that. And we should be ready to go. The wives are at home preparing. And the kiddush is a special kiddush that it's called yak nahaz. Yain, which is bor pri gefen. The kuf yak is kiddush, mekadesh yisrael zemanim. Nun is the ner, bore meore ha'esh. Hey is havdalah, mavdil bin kodesh lechol. And then zman, which is shechiyanu. So it's a long kiddush, special kiddush for the Friday night, for the Saturday night, the night of the Pesach Seder. We'll have it all in the bulletin, but this is a short version of the special day of Erev Pesach that falls out on Shabbat. Mincha tonight at 6:05 and Gemara Shiur at 8:30. Have a good day, everyone.